Welcome to a new episode and video on my ESP32 Internet of Things device, as yet without Internet of Things enabled, but with, as you can see, LED buzzer, sensor display, buzzer, servomotor, LCD, keypad and somewhat hidden LDR. Okay, abbreviations. LDR, light dependent resistor, LED, light emitting diode, LCD, liquid crystal display. Continuation from last time. Somewhat confusion with the buzzer. Last episode I noticed time and again that this wire, which is for meant for the buzzer, had a plus signal, but not just a plus signal. It was not a straight line. It was a sinusoid, and I intended to move it from here to the other side, and when I accidentally took it away here from the buzzer, the sinusoid was gone. The plus signal stayed, but the sinusoid was gone. So that's a mystery to me as yet. It was the last thing I did last time. So why does the buzzer give a sinusoid? You control the buzzer, so you send the signal to the buzzer, and yet without connecting to the buzzer, the same GPio port gives a straight line instead of sinusoid. And anyway, that's not correct. Then still mystery with the microphone. In standard C, the same algorithm works nicely, while in AVR C, in which I program this whole stuff, only prints something and then skips the whole code for the microphone. Weird. Last time, finally, the servomotor again worked, mostly. LCD works, keypad still doesn't. So, all hooked up. Well, you can see that because the various lights are working. And this is also strange because one segment is shown and this doesn't really, if you can see this, as if the wiring is not entirely nice, which is also worrying, because then how can you know which one is working? Not good. Alright, time for uploading, because power off is memory is empty, therefore volatile memory. And let's hope things work out. And it's nicer to do that when you see it. Right, so the whole picture again. Oscilloscope attached. One probe to the output of the GPio for the buzzer. One output to microphone. The other one, the first one, let me do it this way. The first one for the pulses modulation, the second one for 3.3 volts. Now, go. And I do hope that it works out. It seems to work out. Although those signals right here are still a mystery to me. It's to the microphone, and I don't know why or what. Anyway, this seems to work now. LCD works. Yeah, let me put the cable over here. It just doesn't want to cooperate. Then we do it like this. The mysterious keypad C again. A buzzer that now of course doesn't work because it's not connected. And the microphone, oops, again. So that still has, still doesn't work. So where are we at? Well, first of all, gpio 0, which is to do with the buzzer. Question. Okay, not a question, but first remark. This used to be high, low. Now it is 1010, because I thought, well, if it works for the 7-segment display, also high, low, 1010, like you can see here. Why not do it the same here? Hold it right, and that works. Or should be working. Then here the mystery. In standard C it works. Why not here? And if it doesn't read this part of the code, and I noticed here some signal change. If it doesn't work for this part of the code, it should even print this, which it doesn't. Mysteriously. So, once again, what happens and why? I didn't even touch the wires, and yet there's a signal change. So that makes me rather curious. Why does it happen? When does it happen? If you can see the buzzer procedure, it says delay 2 seconds. It's high, half a second, low. So it should change. You should be able to see it change. And now I see something very odd. Oh wait. Yeah, right. By all means, put it to the right setting of the oscilloscope. Then you see something. See. Oh, that is a nice view. That is a very nice view even. And I'm talking about this, which is the buzzer. It does go down and up. But not at the moment that I would love to see. Let me put it a bit further down on the screen. Yeah. That's 1 and 2. And it is right before what? The motor. So here is something odd. It's the wrong place to happen. I need to check on that. So, some examination or observation actually. First, pulse modulation, right there. It didn't move, and I reconnected the probe with the wire that carries the pulse modulation, and it suddenly started to work. That is the signal. I haven't seen the motor working yet. Next, this signal. And yes, I wanted to do with this one, with the microphone, but where is this signal coming from? Yes, from 0, but when does it move? When does it go? Because it's not with the buzzer. It doesn't move at all. So, LCD going on again. Let's wait for that to end. Almost done. Yeah. It's with the LED somehow. Here. Segment display. Question is though, is it an LED? Here the LED goes, no, it's before that. I have to go higher. LED pin. Is 5, but that's not the reason. Segment display. Is not 0 either. No else, yeah, and LCD, and is it attached to 0? That is a big question. Yes, it is. And when I look at the wiring, I need to turn it away from everything else. And I need to be careful not to ruin anything. So, taking a tool and separating the things. This is what I need to have. No, not even an accidental touch of wires. So now let's see what is really happening. And when. Or I should replace the wire. Soon coming up. And it already went that way again. I'm too late in observing. didn't see it again. So watching the whole thing once again. After this it should happen, if it happens. And I don't see it happen anymore. So it was a wire that should not be there. Alright. But apart from that, two mysteries. Well, more than one. Keep it, of course, and the servomotor that once again doesn't work. But I am probing gpio 0, and it should be high and go low. So why doesn't it? Let's see, it is for 1 millisecond time base. So a delay would be very good visible. Or is it? Okay, what I am going to do is single out everything except 2. Out. No, this one should go out as well. Yeah. And then have this at 2 seconds. So high and low. And this is the right, and let's say this is going to be 10. Let's see what this gives, if anything. Very strange. And that works again. Alright, short observation reveals that the buzzer output indeed doesn't do anything except for staying high. And it is no use to do something like this for the microphone, because it just walks through the whole thing, which is, I can tell you, quite irritating. Which leads me to no other conclusion than that 0 isn't 0 for some reason. And how irritating is that? Do I have another port being empty? And I have to really look careful because it's completely filled otherwise. And I think I have port gpio 17 still available. Or is it? No, it's not. The wire is out. The The wire for port 41 port is out. And it's a bad wire as well. So I'm taking this opportunity to test for port 17 then. Let's look right here. Yeah, 17 is for the 7 segment display, G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this one is now off. Is that really necessary? Do I have another port open? Because what's a port if it's not being used properly? And with this mess, it can't be put in straight either. Okay, one port ground, receive, transmit. I still have port 23 available as far as I can see. So I'm going to rewire 0 to 23. That is what I'm going to do. And that is for the buzzer. So this will become 23. This will become 23. And before doing that, I need to carefully take this out. And move it up to 23. Alright, moved. And now it's 0. So, upload, compile, upload and watch. Oh, what? This is better. A motor that still doesn't do a thing. Okay, buzzer. Start high, start low. Nothing. Okay, what does pin 23 mean actually? That's not a question. Right, so I have checked the manual on separate pins. So now I have removed the buzzer wire from GPIO 0 to GPIO 23, and that doesn't work. So here comes the manual again, and in this case pads and multiplexing. Which is which? Well, there are pads, and the pads are like the pins which you can put it into the breadboard. So GPIO, which is which? GPIO 0, pad name GPIO 0, function GPIO 0. And as you can read, pad 0 can be input, can be output. Didn't work though. 23. Highlighted by me. Pad name 23. Function 1 23. Function 3 23. Yes, it can also be something different, but that's it. And the big question is then, why doesn't it work? As yet, I haven't found it. Which leads me back to this thing, or more likely this one. So this is 23, not only in this picture but here as well. 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Checking. Yep, it is pin number 6. So that is all correct. And the fact that with 23 it says SPI master output slave input right here. The V I forget about, but serial peripheral interface master output slave input, which is bidirectional signal. And yes, the table suggested it can be output and input, and I'm using it for output because going right here, digital write 23 1, digital write 23 0. So it works. It should work. You're looking at segment display, I'm doing exactly the same thing. Right here. This is the right. A, well, A is something, and then either 1 or 0. So that works. Brings me back to oscilloscope. Why doesn't it work here? Strange effect. Going back here again, looking here, it says also here, okay, forget auto scroll for a moment, and hello world. Hello world is the very first line that I print. Or do I? Yeah, LCD, hello world. And oh no, here, this is the very first line. So from microphone oops, it goes to hello world, which means automatically that it skips this one. Well, yeah, and I can bring it on again. No, not that one. Files to edit. Wait. This is better. I need, of course, microphone. This one. this one works. And of course I can test. Yeah, new window. So that is what it does, and you see that if you compare it to this one, once again, microphone, this is it, and in this position is then break 2. It's the same thing, except that this one, for some unknown reason, doesn't work. Unknown to me anyway. So where does it lead me? I'm not quite sure, and I should wrap the video, but once again I haven't searched for the keypad, motor doesn't work. Buzzer is a complete mystery to me. I need to refit this wire for this segment G. Anyway, I don't like loose ends, so I want to solve them. And no, I haven't refitted the display or the ESP yet, but on the other hand I don't think that is needed, but who knows. No, it didn't need any reset, although there's now no pulse width for some reason. Where's my pulse width modulation? That's a strange thing. Okay, last upload to hopefully restore function. And then C and end. Yeah, there things are coming. Final test. Yeah, there the pulse width is coming and the motor works. Now. Oh wait. Okay, auto scroll. Yeah. So apparently a receipt isn't useless, but it didn't solve the buzzer, it didn't solve the microphone. Okay, more next time. And with going a little bit over time, I wrap this episode video. Oops, sorry for movement of camera. Question on reseating, question on ports, signals, algorithm, you name it. Keypad, of course. Loose ends I don't like, so to be continued. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment or suggestion. What am I doing wrong in your opinion? Have you any suggestion that I could follow? People do, people did. Much appreciated. No spam, please. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to show your support for what I'm doing, to show you anything. You can donate via PayPal and wired banking. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned if you would like to. Will be mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge, also with my videos. All information, including the URL of my website, for more information on donation, etc., under this video. To be continued. Have a nice day. Bye.